There we are.
Hello,
Hi.
this is Somesh.
And Tessa.
This is our next video about a gibberish practice. We made already one a few weeks ago, I think. And but before, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Somesh. I'm a psychologist.
I'm Tessa. I'm a holistic coach.
And beside being in a couple relationship, we are also partners at work. So we work together as an emotional release team. And emotional release are workshops and individual sessions that we were used to do before all this crisis with the coronavirus, in which we use body-oriented techniques like the gibberish, for example, or shaking, or other ones, to help to release the suppressed emotion in us in order to feel more open and free. Anything to add about it?
No, just that I'm going to try to fix the camera here.
Not yet to hold it all the
Hey
time.
Marga, leuk
Hi.
dat je kijkt. So gibberish, what's on the program for today?
Well, last time we saw we show what is gibberish in general, which is a technique invented by the Sufi. Sufi are like sort of spiritual sect from the Islam, and was invented by Jabbar, a Sufi teacher in many centuries ago in Middle East. But it's still used over the centuries, not only in spiritual practices to clean the mind and emotions in our self, but also as therapeutic technique, and because it's very effective.
And I read that Jabbar was like a very wise man, and his pupils would ask him questions, and questions for wisdom, and he would only answer in nonsense language.
Yeah, that's what gibberish is. It's nonsense language. So it's a language that you don't know what you're saying. So it's la shamanabaraza barada sharodobarazanabarada shirininamaranabarado. That's an example of gibberish. So it's a non-logical language, like the one that children speak, for example. And last time we showed you how to do it starting from simple sounds like a, o, e, for example.
Blee blah blue, lally loo, shibili. No,
So you start
that's
from,
already a bit too far.
You start from simple sound and you repeat them. Ao, e, o, i, o, e, o, ao, mau, rao, ao, i, o,
Sla,
rao.
slee, sloo.
So that you start to get into it, into the rhythm of that. Or that you start from your inner mental dialogue of the moment. So whatever thoughts you have, like, oh, today I feel a bit unhappy, why I cannot go out, or it would be so nice to go out with this weather, or fuck, I really don't like it, shamaranaberdi, corona samaranagaradoza,
Shibiliki, shibilikupta.
So you translate it, basically the annoying maybe inner dialogue, you translate it into into gibberish, into nonsense language, and what you will experience is a sense of release, relief, and more open, and you can enjoy more the peace of mind, let's say. And then we decided for today to show other ways in which we can do gibberish beside those ones. And if you want to see them more specifically, just watch our previous video. And this time we will show you how to do it not only by yourself, but also in couple or with friends or roommates, because it's fun also to speak in gibberish. And not only fun, but also cleaning from whatever is happening inside ourselves or with each other. No? And that's one way. The other way is to do it starting from the emotions. So last time we saw it starting from the thoughts, but you can start also to gibberish, so to express your own emotions and what's going on in you. So, and you can do it also moving the body, not only just sitting. So for example, if you're feeling distressed or nervous, or you're feeling angry, for example, now you can start, for example, to move in the room in this way, so embodying the anger. Or if you feel sad, oh, shamaranavada, soronomododorobal, sorodomaranarada. Or if you are afraid or, for example, very stressed, now, those are just simple examples in which you can gibberish your own emotions and have a cathartic effect, so feeling less angry, less stressed, or less sad, in giving to them a voice, an expression, a language.
Yeah, really to use the energy of the emotion that you're already feeling, whatever it is. It can also be excitement or joy.
Yes.
Or disappointment or resentment. It can be anything.
But it's important that you don't do it to get rid of them, but just to express them, to give them voice, to give them the space and the time that they need to be discharged.
To use those energies and to ride the wave in a way by putting them into gibberish.
And that's one way that we wanted to show you today. And another way is, for example, if you're having a fight with your partner, and of course I'm not talking about the serious fights, so about something really important, but fights that are, many useless fights. And maybe today, in these days where we are locked up in our own house, we can have small stupid fights that they linger, and they are not nice. And you know that they don't make any sense. But you can translate them into a gibberish together. So let's give you an example. That's, for example...
What shall we fight about?
So it can be something like, Tess, did you prepare the tomato for the recipe that I need to do later?
Well, I did it half actually. Then I got bored because I think you should do your own things.
Again, you do it like that. All the time I ask you that. I was working.
Yeah, well, I don't have time for those kinds
of things. That's an example, where you know that doesn't make any sense what you are fighting about, so you start not to make sense about it using a nonsense language. So it's appropriate, actually.
Yeah, and when you get used to gibberishing together as a couple or as family or friends even, it's also nice because sometimes you can catch yourself and each other talking about something that's really is not maybe so important or so serious as you take it to be. And then somewhere in between, let's say, but we have a talk and I say, but we really have to do this, it's super important, and you add to that a little bit.
Oh yes, oh my gosh, how can we not do like that? Oh my gosh, it's so... And if it doesn't happen,
oh my gosh,
how can
I'm
we
getting
do
nervous.
Oh my god, lasciamo andare.
Okay, yeah. And then in that case you understand each other. If the other one is gibberishing, starts to gibberish, oh yeah, okay, let's laugh about it. We're taking ourselves and each other a little bit too seriously.
Yeah, don't do it, of course, if it's an important fight. So if not the other one, you get very pissed about it. Only when you see it doesn't make any sense. Or for fun, you can fight for fun on gibberish, if you like.
If you know each other well enough that you know that you can make a joke like that in between. Because, it really lightens things up. You also see actors doing it, right? When they are trying to do a very serious scene with a lot of text, and then they mess up and then they do okay, let's clean, let's start over. And that's what you can do for yourself with your own mind talk, but also in couples like that.
And keep in mind, majority of the fights is because we take ourselves too seriously, or what we want to say too seriously. So it's very important and very serious, and that's what causes fights. So in gibberish, you learn to see that actually majority of the fights we have, they are not important at all. And that to take things so seriously, it's really damaging ourselves and our relationship, and it's not necessary. And in not being serious, it means that you can be more loose and free and have fun.
Yeah, not to forget that it's also fun. So it's cleaning your mind, it's cleaning your emotions, it's helping your relationships, but it's also especially fun to do, and you take things more lightly and it's more joyful.
If you have sticky emotions, it's also very helpful. You just walk in your room or you sit with eyes closed and you just really embody with body movements and with the sounds what's going on inside of you. You take time for that. And if you do it for 15 minutes, half an hour, for long enough, you will see that it will drop. No? And maybe even deeper emotion can come up. Sometimes we have people start crying or start laughing because whatever is suppressed at a certain point, it will pop up. And this is good. Just keep gibberish it and give it a voice and expression.
It's just an expression, yeah. So if you like to practice gibberish together with us, of course for now we can't meet in person, but the coming Monday evening, that's Easter Monday at 6 o'clock, we are organizing a Zoom meeting, and that will be about gibberish and shaking, and it will be 1 hour. It will not be 1 full hour of gibberish and shaking because that will be maybe a little bit too much, but of course we can meet each other. We will give a small introduction again as well.
And there is a question and answers as well.
Yeah, there will be some time for questions and answers. And Marga says she remembers it from childhood. Yes,
Yeah,
that's correct. We forgot to mention that, but this is something that children do all the time, automatically, completely naturally. And so also Monday, children are also invited. If you're at home locked in with the children and you all have a lot of energy going on in the house, invite them, because we will do a shaking practice, which is shaking of the body. There's an explanation of that in another video that we made somewhere on our Facebook page. And nice to see you, Christina, on Monday.
Hi.
And what was I saying?
That's
then we will do shaking, which is with music, and then we will do gibberish. So it's nice for adults and children and everyone who wants to release a little bit of tension and have fun at the same time.
So looking forward to see you on Monday.
Yeah, I guess we can close it there. So looking forward to see you. If you have any questions, you can already also post them underneath this video and we see if we can answer. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to come on Monday, invite your friends and share this message, because it's fun to do it together. We did it already 2 weeks ago, the shaking. And of course you can choose to put your video on or not, but actually it was very nice to meet each other and to see everyone shaking in their own environment and gibberishing there. So it's will be nice. I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
See you.
See you then.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.